Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. So the Detroit Tigers are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. On the hill here today, Aaron Savali. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The punch out there, and that's the first out.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Line drive, caught. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 2 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Inside, just missed. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Kerry Carpenter. 3 for 7 in the series so far. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Kicks and fires. Right side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Detroit, and now the Rays will get their first opportunity to score. Back here at the ballpark, and on the hill in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Randy Arozarena leading things off and takes a strike. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Manuel Margot. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Just missed.
2-1.
That one to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Yandy Diaz now. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two down, nobody on. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Nothing doing for Tampa. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The second baseman.
This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Out to short. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Zach McKinstry. 2 for 7 in the series so far.
McKinstry.
First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Number 7.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Akil Baddoo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And ball 1.
1-1.
And that one is inside. Bregman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out towards right center field. Series sizing it up. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that will end the inning. Tigers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second.
And
here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
The third baseman. Paredes.
Rodriguez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And it's caught for the out. Harold Ramirez at the dish.
The designated hitter.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The pitch. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope. Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of this start, so I think the guys further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes, share some information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate, or else it's going to be a really difficult game. Disrupt this pitcher, do something to get him out of his rhythm.
Next offering is in for a strike. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Bounced up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Taylor Walls. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Right side, hard hit. They get the force, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back to the batter now, Andy Ibanez.
The designated hitter, Andy Ibanez.
Ibanez hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. Ball 1 low. Grounder off the pitcher. Knocks it down. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Here's Josh Bell. His first at-bat was a strikeout. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a curve through for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And here it comes. And now 1-2.
It's a good take.
1-2.
High drive, deep right field, way back there, out of here. He circles the bases, his first homer of the year, and they take the lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a fun note on Kelly. Guys find out they've been drafted all kinds of ways. Kelly was actually presenting a project in his high school marketing class when he found out the Cardinals had selected him. How did you find out you were drafted?
Yeah, I found out a few days later via telegram.
Makes the grab on the run. One down.
Now batting.
Spencer Torkelson will hit next.
Spencer Torkelson.
First pitch, and he just misses. There's the strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Siri in position. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Detroit adds 2 on this homer, and it's 2-zip. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Rene Pinto.
The catcher, Rene Pinto.
The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in for the out.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Brandon Lau, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now it's Randy Arozarena. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rays held in check here, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bo Bichette. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location. Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
McKinstry in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it. One away. Oh, the throw is wild. Here's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 7, Alex Bregman.
First offering, and it just misses. Singy, this guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base, and the power has come at the major league level. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And stepping in is the speedy Akil Baddoo. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two on, one out. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair. Rosarena fires it to the plate. Run comes in from second. 3-0.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Andy Ibanez now at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Ripped on a line. He can't get there. It's a base hit. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 4-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jalen Beeks gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Bell in the box again, takes a strike. He's already homered in this game.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Loud pulls it in on the run.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Kelly stands in now and watches strike 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Carson Kelly takes him deep. His first homer of the year. It's 7-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
That's a ball.
On the ground to the left. Over to Diaz. Third out. 3-run shot for the Tigers. It's now 7-0. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the fourth, and now the right fielder, Manuel Margot. And a pitch.
Margot.
Swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Bounce to the right. Bichette gets it to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Diaz batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The flip to the pitcher covering. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to bat will be the Rays' four-hitter, Isaac Paredes. On the ground, right side. Bichette whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They continue to trail 7-0. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
For Detroit, the right fielder, number 30, Kerry Carpenter.
The wind of the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. That one hit to right. Margot in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Bichette in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two balls, no strikes to count. And there's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now Zach McKinstry. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Margot calls it in, 2 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. One hit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Harold Ramirez. And the pitch.
Ramirez.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And now it's Jose Siri.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Next pitch is downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike. Got it by him for the K. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here comes a pitch. And that's through there for a strike. And that one almost got him.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2-2.
Ramirez over at first with 1 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Popped up right side. Bichette settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Rene Pinto. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. To the right side. He'll do it himself. Inning over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 7, the Rays nothing. Top of the 6th inning. And now Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 7, Alex Bregman.
Beeks back to work. Beeks in his 5th season. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track.
Now batting, left fielder.
And up next for Detroit, Akil Baddoo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one missing low. Left-hand batter waits.
Yeah.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit.
Showed some really nice
Now
patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count.
Ibanez.
Next is the designated hitter, Andy Ibanez.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Ball 1, no strikes. Next pitch is popped up. Loud snags it for the 2nd out. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
Josh Bell.
Bell in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. The pitch on the ground to third. They take the force out. That's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Lau at the plate.
The second baseman, Granted.
The pitch.
Wow.
And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Now batting, left fielder.
So digging in, Randy Arozarena, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
So now 1-2.
1-2.
Next pitch just misses. And the count is even 2-2. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's a strikeout looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Margot, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Rays. Not going their way. It's 7-0. New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. The wind of the pitch. That's in there. Strike 1. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. This to third, and it stays fair. And it kicks off the base of the wall. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Now back, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Kerry Carpenter.
And that's in for a strike. And a base hit up the middle.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner at first. And next up for the Tigers, Bo Bichette. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And now it's going to be Zach McKinstry. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a strike. The pitch. And a count 1-2. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Tigers strand a pair, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The 0-2. And down on strikes. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Isaac Paredes now. And that's in there for strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Ground ball right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated
Harold Ramirez. Next to hit for the Rays.
Ramirez.
That's to third. Bregman to first. Out number 3. Kevin Kelly will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
And a pitch. Bregman leading things off and takes a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Rolled over to third. Tosses to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the left fielder, Akil Baddoo. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena makes the grab for the second out. At the plate, Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Colin Poche warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Gets the outside corner with that one. Down the line towards the corner. Arozarena flashes the leather on the running catch. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. And he deals. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kelly settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Taylor Walls. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays.
Rene Pinto.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Josh Bell. And here it comes. And that's in for a strike. Kelly. In his rookie season, he features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Righty to the plate. Out there to center. Siri in position. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
Swing and a bouncer. And a couple of quick outs. And he'll be safe at first. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Spencer Torkelson.
Pitch misses. 1-0. And that's down and away. 2-0. And that's in for a strike. And he swings over the top there.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Righty delivers. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Rodriguez back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Here's the 0-2. Good eye right there. Bounce to the left side. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground, and they can roll him up for two. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball. Margot in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is down low. And a swing and a miss. I think he was sitting off speed there. Next one misses, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lau, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now the lefty dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Heath Tuck.
Bases loaded with 1 away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Isaac Paredes. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to Bichette. Out. A double play to end it.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
This one ends 7-0. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Como tú y yo no hay iguales, colmillos afilados de metales, vampiros sonando ahora.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.